Hello guys, my name is Syahrul bin ABDULLAH. Today I would like to talk about one of the topic from Microeconomics, which is consumer surplus, producer surplus, and market efficiency. So firstly, I would like to talk about consumer surplus. So let's go. Consumer surplus is the consumer's gain from exchange. The difference between the maximum price a consumer is willing to pay for a given quantity and the market price the consumer actually has to pay. Total consumer surplus is the sum of the consumer surplus of all buyers, and graphically consumer surplus is measured by the area below the demand curve and above the price. That's a little bit hard to understand, but with a diagram, I think this will become clearer, and this also can help us to practice reading a demand curve vertically. So let's take a look. The diagram shows is a market demand and consumer surplus. This diagram is illustrated in figure. Some consumers are willing to pay as much as $5 each for hamburgers. Since the market price is just $2.5, they receive a consumer surplus of $2.5 for each hamburger that they consume. Others are willing to pay something less than $5 and receive a slightly smaller surplus. Since the market price of hamburger is just $2.5, the area of the shaded triangle in figure 4.6b is equal to total consumer surplus. That's it for this consumer surplus. So we take a look for producer surplus. Now let's go, we take a look. First thing first, remember that consumer surplus is the consumer's gain from exchange, so producer surplus is the producer's gain from exchange. Next is the difference between the market price and the minimum price at which the producers would be willing to sell a given quantity. Next, total producer surplus is the sum of the producer surplus of each seller. Graphically, total producer surplus is measured by the area above the supply curve and below the price. The diagram that shows is a market supply and producer supply. This diagram shows some producers are willing to produce hamburger for a price of $0.75 per each. Since they are paid $2.5, they earn a producer surplus equal to $1.75 for each. Other producers are willing to supply hamburgers at a price $1. They receive a producer surplus equal to $1.5. Since the market price of hamburger is $2.5, the area of the shaded triangle in figure 4.7b is equal to total producer surplus. That's it for this producer surplus. Last, we take a look for market efficiency. So what we're waiting for? Let's go.